What makes a fashion silhouette truly vintage? Imagine stepping into a time machine and walking through different decades of women's fashion. Each era has its own shape and style that tells a story about the social norms and beauty ideals of that time. When you see a vintage dress or outfit, what makes it truly belong to that past? It's all about the silhouette. A vintage silhouette is defined by the distinct shapes and proportions that were popular during a specific period. It's not just about the fabric or color, but how the garment shapes the body and creates a visual impression. Take the Edwardian era, for example. Women wore dresses with an exaggerated S-shaped silhouette. Corsets pushed the bust forward and hips back, creating a dramatic curve that was highly fashionable. These shapes were supported by structured undergarments and flowing gowns with layered skirts. Moving forward to the 1950s, the hourglass figure became the ideal. Fitted bodices and full skirts emphasized a cinched waist, often achieved with a belt or a tightly laced corset underneath. This silhouette celebrated femininity and curves, and it was often paired with petticoats to add volume to the skirts. In contrast, the 1920s brought a shift with the flapper style. The silhouette was straight and boyish, with dropped waists and loose, straight dresses that downplayed curves. This reflected changing social attitudes, emphasizing freedom and a more relaxed approach to fashion. The 1880s featured the princess line, which was slim-fitting but had fullness at the back thanks to bustles. These volume manipulations were achieved through specific design elements like ruffles, pleats, or layered fabrics. The foundation of a true vintage silhouette lies in the undergarments of the time. Corsets, bustles, and petticoats shaped the body to match the fashion ideals. Without these pieces, the silhouette would lose its authentic look. Design details like ruffled sleeves, lace, tiered layers, pencil skirts, or princess seams also help date a garment and give it that vintage feel. Cultural and social influences played a big role in shaping these silhouettes. For example, the tight corseted shapes of the early 20th century reflected societal expectations of femininity and decorum. Meanwhile, the looser, straighter styles of the 1920s symbolized women's liberation and a move toward more practical fashion. Knowing these details helps when choosing vintage clothing or styling outfits. If you want to emphasize your curves, a 1950s hourglass silhouette might suit you best. For a more relaxed, androgynous look, the 1920s straight silhouette works well. When recreating vintage styles, it's important to consider the undergarments and accessories that support the shape. Mixing vintage with modern pieces can create a look that feels authentic yet comfortable. In the end, a fashion silhouette becomes truly vintage when it captures the essence of a specific era's body ideals, garment construction, and cultural meaning. It's the combination of shape, structure, and historical context that makes a silhouette stand out as genuinely vintage.